Hi dears, welcome to my channel. Today we are discussing class 7, 5th lesson, that is physical and chemical changes. Okay, what was the 4th lesson? It was acids and bases. The acids, bases and salts it was. And there I have asked you 3 questions. And then it's the time to answer these questions. What are the questions, do you remember? Distilled water is dash in nature was the first question. Distilled water is dash in nature, ma? It will be neutral in nature. If soil is acidic, we add dash to neutralize it. If the soil is acidic, we will add quicklime to neutralize it. Okay. Then the third question was red litmus turns blue in dash. Red litmus turns blue in base. Okay. Now it's the time to start the 5th lesson, that is physical and chemical changes. What is this change? Change is common to everyone, right? Yesterday you got 2 on 10 marks, I'm saying. Today you got 7 on 10. It's a change. It's a positive change. Changes are happening. We all wish to have the positive changes in marks, not only in marks but also in every field. Isn't it, ma? You want to grow. 5 or 7 years back, how are you? How were you? You're a small child. But now you have been grown up. This is a change. Changes are happening everywhere. We are classifying the change as physical change and chemical change. We have to go see what are physical change and what are chemical change. Before that, we have to see what are the properties, physical properties. A substance will be having shape, size, then to say color, and the state of matter. All these are discussing what, ma? Physical properties. These are, we will say, these all things are the physical properties of the substance. What are things, ma? We can see the size, shape, then we can say the color, then state of matter. For state of matter, you know it already. That is whether it is in solid state, liquid state, or gaseous state. All these are called the physical properties. The change in which there will be a change in these, any of these properties will be said as physical change. Any of these properties has been changed, we will say as physical change has been done. Did you get, ma? See, they are saying a paper. A piece of paper I am having, Kana. A piece of paper. I am crushing this paper. Which kind of change it is? Size is changed, right? It was a big one, but now I have crushed it into a small one. But the paper initially was a paper. Is it now a stone? No, it's now also a paper. There is no new substance are formed in physical change. Is the paper changed to stone? Is the paper changed to flower? No, it's a paper only. But it has been crushed. The size of the paper has been reduced. So, this is called what, ma? This is a kind of physical change. Okay, is it clear for you? Okay, now we can say, I'm breaking a glass. A glass has been there, but I put it down, so I dropped it down and it broken down. Is it a physical or chemical change? It's a physical change because it was a glass initially, but the shape has been changed, and it has been broken into small pieces. But the glass pieces, it is there. Pieces of glass is there, no? It has not been changed to any other form. It's what, no? Physical change. I had an ice cream, but I kept it out as someone called me and I went out. When I came back, I have seen it has been become a pool of ice cream so that I can lick it, right? Like that. So is it a physical or chemical change? It is also a physical change because ice cream, it was a solid, but it has been changed to liquid. The state has been changed. That is, solid state changes into liquid state. It's again a physical change. Okay, or we can say evaporation, condensation, all the things you know. I need not explain anymore. Okay, so evaporation means what? Well, liquid state changes into gaseous state. Is it a physical change? Yes. Condensation, the gaseous state condenses to form the liquid and it is coming down. Is it a physical change? Yes. All these we will say as physical changes. To say, when an egg is there with you, I'm doing what is happening. It has been broken down and the things has been coming out, isn't it? Is it a physical change or chemical change? Physical change karna, the things were inside but it has been come out, that's all. It's a physical change. Cutting of wood. I'm taking someone are cutting the tree. Is it a physical or chemical change? Tree was there but it has been cut into small pieces. It's a physical change. A paper is cut into small pieces. Physical or chemical change? Physical change. It is physical change. Okay, now I am seeing I'm burning a candle. I'm burning a candle. Initially the candle was up to this extent. After 15 minutes I came and it has been changed to this extent only. Is it physical or chemical change? It is a chemical change. What is that? Why is it so? Because the half of the candle has gone. Where it has gone, I don't know. Can I bring it back? I can't bring it back. Physical change are reversible while chemical change are irreversible. We can bring the things back by physical change. If the things has been evaporated out, we can condense the water. Isn't it? In the case of burning of candle, if the things has gone, can I bring the candle back? If I am pouring some water, the half of the candle remains back. Initially it was this extent, now it has changed to this extent. Okay, if I am pouring some water on it, if the fire will be stopped, no. So can I bring this extent candle back? Can I bring? I can't bring. It's a chemical change. Chemical change is the one in which new substance are formed. New substances or substance are formed. But in the case of physical change, no new substance is formed. Physical change is temporary while chemical change is permanent. We were discussing physical change. The points of the physical change I will say. What are the things? The properties of the substance, that is color, size, shape, state of matter has been changed. Any of these has been changed. This change is called physical change. In this kind of change, no new substance are formed. And this change is reversible. That's why we can say physical change is temporary change. Did you get, ma'am? The opposite will be chemical change. What are the chemical change? I told you, burning of candle. After some times, the candle has been burned and a fire has come out and we can't bring the candle back. It's a kind of chemical change. What is the specialities of the chemical change? Chemical change. In the chemical change, new substances are formed and we can't bring the substance back. Can I bring the substance back? No, we are not able to bring the original substance back. Okay, this is called chemical change. Or in this manner, we can say, for example, if I am saying, if a paper, the same paper, if I am burning this paper, it will be converted into ash, isn't it? It will be converted into ash. If I am pouring water or by doing some other things, will the ash be converted back into paper? This kind of change is what, ma'am? Chemical change. Is the physical change and chemical change clear for you? We have seen many physical change examples. Now we are going to discuss some examples for the chemical change. Now we are going in detail about chemical changes. Okay, what are chemical changes? The chemical changes are the changes in which new substances are formed. Okay. Then the second one is the change is permanent. That is, we are not able to reverse the reaction. That is, the change is irreversible. All these we have seen, isn't it? Now we are moving for some examples of it. First is rusting of iron. What is this rusting of iron? You have already seen, isn't it? Many times you may have seen iron things, metal, or somewhere in gate also we can see the bottom part has been changed into some brownish color, isn't it? It is not iron, Kanna. It is the reaction of iron with oxygen and water from the atmosphere. From where the iron is getting all these, from the atmosphere itself it is getting. Okay, it will absorb and it will react so that it will be converted. This iron will be converted into some other form. Fe2O3. It is called a rust. This rust will be formed, and we can't bring iron back from this rust. That is the speciality. From the rust, we can't bring the iron back. By any process, it is not possible. So this is a chemical change. Did you get, ma'am? Okay. Second one is burning of magnesium ribbon. Magnesium ribbon. A ribbon will be a ribbon means a straight, a small rod of magnesium. Okay, we are igniting it. So what happens? It is not our hair ribbon, okay? Don't go and pick from your friends that it is not that, okay? It is a small rod of magnesium and we are burning it, igniting it. So what will happen? You know already that when it is react with fire, it is reacting means it is oxidizing, it's getting oxidized, it's absorbing oxygen and it is reacting. So what will happen? Magnesium plus oxygen gives magnesium oxide. It will burn with brilliant white color and it will settle down white ash. It is called what, ma? Magnesium oxide. When we are taking this magnesium oxide and when we are mixing it with water, it will be converted into magnesium hydroxide. From this magnesium oxide or magnesium hydroxide, we can't bring the magnesium again. It's a chemical change. Now, the third one is there in the textbook. Color things are there. Actually, what is that? In a beaker, they have taken copper sulfate solution. Actually, copper sulfate powder will be available in the market. It will be blue in color, and in it we have to add dilute sulfuric acid. Then mix well. It will be what, ma? When we add water, it will be blue color, deep blue color. Okay, ma? What they are saying is in this copper sulfate solution, if you are putting an iron thing, anything iron inside, after 20 or 50 minutes, after 1 hour, if you are seeing, the color will be changed automatically from blue to green. What is happening over there? This is the reaction happening over there, Kana. Copper sulfate plus iron convert into iron sulfate plus copper. This iron will thrash this copper out from this sulfate solution and it will sit in its place. I am here. So what will happen? The color will be changed to green. Iron sulfate solution is having green color. Copper sulfate is having what, ma? Blue color. This blue color will be changed by the iron and changes into green color. It will say it is my land, my property. So what will happen? The copper will cry and come out. No one is there with me like that. So what will happen? In the iron nail, if you are putting iron nail or whatever iron it is, this copper will settle at the top of this iron. The iron, some of the iron has been gone from it, and in this top of the iron nail or whatever it is you will put, no, in this the copper will be settled as a deposit. Okay, ma? This is the here. The fourth reaction is the reaction of vinegar or acetic acid with sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydrogen carbonate, that is baking soda. When they are reacting with each other, we will get sodium salt along with water. You will get, after that, carbon dioxide will be evolved as gas. When this carbon dioxide is allowed to pass through lime water, that is calcium hydroxide, it will be changed into calcium carbonate. That means the full liquid will be changed into milky, which turns the lime water milky. It's an important reaction in chemistry. You have to understand how the reaction is happening. Here I have written the formulas and all. If you learn, it will be good for you. Okay, yes. When this kind of reaction is happening, the carbon dioxide will be evolved as a gas, isn't it, ma'am? This carbon dioxide helps to turn the lime water into milky. That is, it will be converted into calcium carbonate. In these kinds of reactions, we are not able to get the original substance back, or here new substances are formed. Okay, so this kind of reaction are called chemical reaction, and this reaction are permanent. This reaction are not temporary, they are permanent, and the reaction is irreversible. We are not able to make the reaction back to the original form. All these are the important properties of what, ma? Chemical reaction. So we can see in the chemical reaction, is there any changes happening? We have told all new substances formed. Is there any other changes happening? In this kind of reaction, sometimes radiation will be formed. Sometimes radiation will be formed. Sometimes heat energy will be evolved. Sometimes heat energy will be absorbed. Sometimes sound may come. All these kinds of, or sometimes color may be changed. Here we have seen color has been changed, blue converted to green. Here sometimes gas may be evolved. We have seen in this kind of reaction carbon dioxide gas is evolved. So chemical reactions, chemical changes or chemical reactions will be having these all properties. What are the things, ma'am? Heat may be absorbed or released. Radiation may be caused. change in color will be happen, gas will be evolved, sound also will be produced, may be produced. All these will be happen for what, ma'am? These kind of chemical reactions or chemical changes. Can you name some chemical changes? Is there any chemical change happening in your body? Yes, happening. Digestion of food. Can you make the food back? I ate samosa, I ate chapati. Will I get this chapati back? No. Digestion of food is a chemical change. Yes, it's fully a chemical change. Then ripening of fruit. Ripened fruit. If the raw fruit has been changed into ripened, will I get the raw fruit again? No. It's a kind of chemical change. Then what, ma'am? Then burning, I told you already. Burning of some substances. Burning of the substance, burning of fuel. It's also a chemical change. There are many chemical changes happening in our surroundings. Now, dears, now we have seen physical and chemical changes, isn't it, ma'am? Okay. Now, can you tell me which is example of this physical change or chemical change? Okay, I will say one or two things, and you have to say whether it is chemical or physical. Are you ready? Okay. The first one, decaying of food. Food decay. The foul smell will be coming, no? When the food is decayed. It is a chemical change. Okay. Cutting of hair. Cutting of hair. When the hair is cut down, the hair will be cut down. Will it change into snake? No. It's a physical change. Okay. Fermentation of grapes. Grape fermentation, converting, when we are fermenting grapes, it will be the color, taste will be changed. Sour taste will come. Is it physical or chemical change? It's a chemical change. Converting of milk into curd. It's a chemical change. It will not convert, the curd will not be back to milk. Okay. Then one more thing I will ask you. The last and the final one is hacksaw blade. It is there already in your textbook. Hacksaw blade, when the tip is allowed to burn and allowed to cool afterwards, what will happen? Hacksaw blade, what happens is it will not be decayed into something. The blade will be as a blade itself. When we are heating it, it will burn. After sometimes it will be, when we are cooling it, the color will be changed. The end color, wherever it has been used or it has been burned, the color will be changed. But the hacksaw blade, it will be like that only. So it is what, ma'am? It is a physical change. I think now you are clear with physical and chemical changes. Now we are moving in detail about rusting. What is this rust? I have already told you. Iron particles, iron items, when we are exposed for sometimes, some days or some months, after sometimes what will happen? It will be converted slowly into rust. It is called what? Rusting. How it is happening? Iron plus oxygen plus water will be converted to Fe2O3. It is what, ma'am? It is called a rust. When the rust is happened, I told you it's a chemical change. We can't bring the iron back. So the weight of the iron will be lowered. Iron is very heavy, right? But when it has been rusted, it will be much more less in weight. The weight will be very, 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 very less. Okay? Because it is destroying, right, ma'am? That's why. Okay. Where this rust will be found more is the second question. What will be the rust will be more? The rust will be seen in the areas, rust will be seen everywhere, but the rust will be seen more in the areas where water vapor is more or humidity is more. To say in the coastal areas, rusting will be more. Do you know why? Because water vapor will be more in the air. So rusting will be fast over there. Rusting will be seen more in coastal areas. Sometimes questions may be asked in that manner. Why the rusting is more in coastal areas? You have to think and answer. Because humidity is more, that is water vapor is more in air. So it will be attached directly to iron more, and along with oxygen it will make it into rust. Okay, ma. Moreover, in the ships, what is the specialty of the ship? Half of the ship will be sunk inside the water, will be always in water. We can't make the ship and into our shore. Ship will be always in water, isn't it, ma'am? So what will happen? The base part, ship is made of iron. Okay, but the base part will be always in touching with water, right? And this water is salty also. Salt water makes rusting more. Rusting will be much more in the case of ship, because it is touching always with the sea water, right? So the sea water will be having salt. This water will be having salt also. This water, air, oxygen, all these will react, and the rusting will be more in ships. So rusting is a big problem right now. Rusting has to be prevented. How we can prevent the rusting? Easy way, painting. Painting makes how why the painting is helpful? Because the iron is there and I'm coating with something. No, the iron is not there. We are cheating the environment, isn't it? Iron is to be coated with what, ma? With the paint or with grease or something. If we are coating, what will happen? This iron will not be exposed to outside. So the rusting will be can be reduced to a large extent. Okay, like your nail polish, you are painting your nails with the nail polish, right? Like that, you are painting the iron with these things. Okay, so we are giving a coat, so the rusting will not happen quickly. Then the second one is galvanizing. What is the? It's a new term for you. Galvanizing. What is this galvanizing? Coating of iron with zinc is called galvanizing. The zinc will say no to this what? To this moisture and oxygen. So what will happen if we are coating iron with this zinc? It will prevent what? Rusting. Galvanizing is the process in which the zinc will be coated. Just coating is there. Only coating with zinc. The iron tubes or pipes of the iron, all the time the pipes of the iron will be coated with zinc, so that it will prevent rusting. It's called what, ma? Galvanization. Okay, now in the textbook there is a small part there they are asking, what about the stainless steel? Your vessels are made of steel, right? What is the steel? Iron is there, Makana, but along with iron, carbon is also added in it. Not only that, some metals like chromium, nickel, manganese, to a little extent they are added. So it's not pure iron. That's why the rusting will be not there much more. Rusting will not be caused in a quick manner. So the stainless steel will not catch rust easily. Okay. These are the important points about rusting. Okay. Is it clear for you how the rusting is formed and what all things, how can be prevented, where it has been seen more? All these we have discussed, right? Now the last portion is crystallization. What is this crystallization? Crystals. Crystals means it's not gems. Okay. Diamond, gem, crystal. All these things we will be coming in mind, right? But the crystallization is something different. What is it? Actually, when we are, how we will get salt? We will say the salt is obtained by evaporating the sea water. In a large area, we will make the salt water to be spread. Then we are allowing it to the sun. This how upar wala dekhega, like that we will see. Isn't it? The sun will see everything. What will the sun do? He will evaporate. If he is evaporating, will he take salt along with the water? No. Whatever it is, during evaporation, only pure form of water will be moved out. So what will happen? The salt will be seen at the end. By this way, we are getting salt. But after this, we have to do some other process, because not only sodium chloride, some other salts also will be mixed. To this extent, you may think that it is crystallization. Actually, it is not crystallization. We are just evaporating and taking the salt. It is not crystallization, Kanna. Now we are discussing crystallization. How is it happening? Okay, ma. Take a cup full of copper sulfate powder. Okay. Then take a beaker, in it add some water. Allow it to boil. In the boiling water, add this copper sulfate powder to a little extent and stir it till the copper sulfate powder has been dissolved. Meanwhile, add a little amount of dilute sulfuric acid. Go on adding copper sulfate powder, stir till it is dissolved. Add again and stir till some amount of copper sulfate powder has been left in the beaker. We are dissolving it. Okay. If we are dissolving to a large extent at the end, if we are adding copper sulfate powder to it, it will not be dissolved. It will be settled down. To that extent, we are what we are doing? We are dissolving it. Okay, ma? When the copper sulfate powder has been left in the water, stop the gas, off the gas, and we are filtering the solution. Okay, we are filtering it. So the copper sulfate which has been kept at the end has been in the strainer, and the rest will be as a liquid. Now we are allowing this liquid to cool down. After 2 or 3 hours, if we are seeing, what we can see, the copper sulfate has been converted, the solution has been converted into a crystallized form. This is actually the crystal. This is how we are able to get crystallized form from what? From the solution. Okay, this is the way we are getting it. Now, is the crystallization clear for you? Well, we are moving for the question time. Are you ready, Kanna? First question. Is the conversion of seed into a plant is dash change? The conversion of seed into a plant. Think and answer. Seed is converting into plant. This is a which change, whether it is physical or chemical. Second question. The process of coating zinc over the iron is called dash. Process of coating zinc over iron pipe is called dash. The third one is presence of dash and dash are required for conversion of iron into rust. For converting iron into rust, presence of dash and dash are needed. Okay, I think the questions are very easy for you. Thank you for watching.